Okay, guys. All right. I'm going to choose this question. It's from Renee. Her name is Renee. Is cooking a big part in a relationship? Renee has a boyfriend and they live together, and he wants her to take cooking lessons. And she says that when he met her, she didn't cook. He already knew she didn't cook, and it seems like now, because he has friends that all do cook, he's been really harping a lot lately on wanting her to cook. And she's done things like, but she buys things, carry out things, and she's done frozen lasagna and stuff like that. And she says she's learned how to cook a few dishes, like spaghetti. But it's just become a big problem in their relationship, that he said it's been 3 years and he's tired of eating out. He's tired. He wants her to learn how to cook, and he feels like he should learn how to cook. So her question is, is that really a big part of a relationship? And because he met her and she didn't cook, do I think that she should take a lot of time to learn how to cook? Okay. To answer your question, is cooking a big part of a relationship? Only if the people that are involved in a relationship feel that it is. Cooking, the old rumor says, way to a man's heart is through his stomach. They say that. Does that apply for every man? I don't know. Men, you know better. You tell me. I do cook. I cook for my husband. When he met me, I cooked though. So one of our first meetings was him eating something that I cooked. That was one of our first encounters together. So when he met me, he definitely knew whether or not he liked my cooking. And that was very important to him. When he shares that with me now, that was one of my brownie points. When he met me, was that he was definitely, I was a young girl and I was really into cooking, and I like cooking. I like baking. I like cooking. I like cooking. I really do. I like eating too, but I like to cook. So that was something he said was a plus for me. Is it important? I do have a girlfriend who doesn't cook a thing. Her husband cooks everything, and that's a relationship that they have. And somebody needs to cook, I think. I don't think that you guys should be spending all your money eating out. I just don't think that anybody should want to eat out that much. You want to cook your own food because you know what you're eating better. You know what's in it. You know how healthy it is or not. You know how clean it is or not. Cooking your own food, I think it's just, it's a plus. You want to eat out sometimes? Sure, everybody wants to eat out sometimes. Take a break from, cooking. Kind of get pampered a little, but somebody should cook. And if he's not interested in cooking, he doesn't cook. I'm kind of old-fashioned type of gal. I think my husband's supposed to take out the trash. I think he's supposed to take out the trash. That's what he is supposed to do. To me, that's what I feel like. And I think that I should make sure that he eats. I should provide him with his meals. Old-fashioned, maybe you can say, but that's what I think. That's the roles that we assume in my house, and it works for us. You got to find out what works for you. And if he doesn't cook, and he really wants you to cook, it's about, and I've said this before, bending your values depending on the importance of somebody else's. Are you trying? If he really wants you to do it, are you even trying? If you're not, why not? Do you just hate doing it that much? Are you just sitting, in that whole thing, well, when he met me, I didn't cook, so why do I got to do it now? He already knew I didn't cook, so, what's the big deal with all of this? All of a sudden, he needs me to cook. He needs me to cook. Who knows what the big deal is, but if he wants you to cook, maybe it doesn't hurt to learn. There's all kind of cooking books, recipes. Hell, you can look here on YouTube, and you can learn how to cook a lot of things. You just type in what you're looking for, and search it, and you can find like how to cook almost anything. I mean, I wanted to make some sushi, and I just keyed in how to make sushi, and there were like tons and tons of videos on how to make sushi. So if you can find out how to make sushi on YouTube, I'm sure you can find out how to make anything you want to make on YouTube. So you have your cookbook right here. Why not explore it, see what you can do, learn how to do it. Maybe even ask him to step in and help you. Maybe he knows how to cook. If he knows how to cook and he just doesn't want to cook, maybe he can show you how to cook different things. But I think it's something that you should definitely consider jumping into and trying to learn how to do it to make, him happy. If that's something that he feels like would please him, then why would you not want to do something that would please your spouse? Especially if it's something that's just not totally displeasing to you. If it's, you can't get stuck on principles when it comes to relationships all the time, because it's a lot about feelings as well. It's not just the principles, but it's about how somebody feels. So if it's something that, maybe it's that you can't cook and you've tried and you keep messing up and you're frustrated because you don't feel like you can do it, satisfactory enough. Try at least and let him say you can't do it, but you've tried, So that's my thought. You should try. Use YouTube. They have a lot of good things. You can, always get that Betty Crocker book. They have there's all kind of good cookbooks. Depends on what kind of food he likes, Find out what he likes. If you might already know if he likes Italian foods, if he likes, spicy foods. I don't know. And then kind of learn just some specialty dishes, even if it's just 2 or 3. And that, if it's Italian, maybe you can learn how to cook chicken fettuccine, or lasagna. Those are pretty easy dishes. It doesn't take a whole lot. With the fettuccine, you just, grab some cheese. You can get some Asiago cheese and some Parmesan cheese, some fresh shredded cheese. You get your noodles, you boil your noodles. You just take some milk. It could be, 2%. It could be no fat milk, whatever. Just take some milk. With a little bit of butter, saute all of that together with the cheese, and you get your sauce. You just throw it on top of noodles. You can cook some chicken on the side. Just, saute it in a little pan by itself with a little bit of salt and pepper on it, some kind of seasoning of your choice. I mean, it's really not a lot of work, and you can come up with a nice homemade dish, and he'll be really happy. You can even go to the stores nowadays, and they'll have, like, jars of Alfredo sauce, and you just, you don't even have to make your homemade sauce. You can just take and boil the noodles and, put your chicken on a George Foreman grill and then dice it up and then pour the sauce on top and you got a dish. I mean, there's so many ways that you could get into trying to cook him something quick and easy that he would like. There's so many different dishes. Lipton has a sauce pack of rice. You could even take the Lipton chicken packs and just mix that with, some boneless chicken breasts. Just cut up the chicken pieces. You can just take your chicken, season it, throw it in the oven and let it bake. Pull it out, cut it up in parts, and then cook it with the rice pack. The directions are right on the back of the rice pack. It's just like 2 cups of water, a little bit of butter, and you just cook it down for like 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, there's so many quick and easy dishes that you can do that can make them happy, and you guys could save money and eat in. So definitely think that you should think about trying to see if you can cook a couple things for them to make them happy. That's your mate. That's your spouse. That's the person that you want to be with, or your boyfriend, rather. So Renee, definitely try to cook a little bit for him. They say that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach sometimes. So he might already have his heart, but go ahead and try to put smiles on his face. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. So I hope it helps. Okay. And like I said, if you want some recipes, just check on YouTube. It's a whole bunch of them. All right, girl. Good luck.